Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate it. Hope you're all doing well. What is happening today? We're going to start by taking on the skeletal warriors and skeletal mages. A little bit of a warm-up. Should be relatively safe. Morning, guys. I was thinking maybe we would do an SFK run today if there is any interest and anybody on at level. It's really early still, obviously. But yeah, maybe, we'll see. Saying, did I have a good weekend? Yes, absolutely. I had an amazing weekend. Alex, you got the Hunter to 28. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, if you felt like doing an SFK today, I would be down to tank it. So yeah, just let me know. David, you hit level 18 in Westridge. Awesome. Camping King level 23. Yeah, you guys are making some good progress. Steven, you'd be willing to heal it? That would be awesome. Well, there we go, Alex. If you want to do it at any point, we got a heal, we got tank, we got a DPS, and then if we can find... I would accept a pug, except for what we talked about last time. No ret pally pugs. no ret pally pugs. If we're gonna pug a DPS, I'd rather they be a class that can actually deal damage at least. That way, maybe that would make up for like any of their other shortcomings. Mike, no PC today? What's going on with it? What's going on with the old Alienware? Yeah, David, it was the last time we did SFK. So we did a partial SFK run. We just didn't complete it. And it wasn't really completely the Ret Pally's fault. But I had a Ret Pally that I was like unable to communicate with despite my best efforts. Like we could not communicate about the simplest of things, and I wasn't sure why. And then I asked people to wait in a certain spot in a room, and I made a mistake in thinking that they'd actually stop where I wanted them to. We ended up pulling the one room. The one big room with like the walkways where you can pull the whole room on accident. We had a couple low-level people, and I wasn't specific enough about where I wanted people to stand. And we pulled the entire room. Which was pretty catastrophic. Nobody died. We were able to get out. But yeah, I just kind of decided no more no more Ret Pallys. I don't know, left a bad taste in my mouth because firstly, you know, not very good DPS. Secondly, I couldn't communicate what buff they wanted to do and what buff I wanted to do, and I just don't want to deal with it. Oh, Mike, you killed the Alienware. Sorry to hear that, man. I had that happen with my last rig. One day I went to turn it on, and it didn't power on. With that computer, I was able to swap out the power supply, and that fixed it. But yeah, it's a really bad feeling when you go to press the power button and nothing happens. I have definitely been there. I feel like I'm burning through mana today, and I don't really know why. I need to start paying more attention because, yeah, I'm using a lot of mana. And I don't remember having to drink even twice in one stream prior to right now. And these guys are low level, so maybe I'm judging too much. Maybe I'm being too judgy. That could be it. My 900 for a power supply? That's because it's a laptop, right? Jesus. Ugh. Yeah, like, for a desktop, you can go get a decent power supply for like 120 bucks. Just pop it in. You could probably get a modular power supply at this point for like 120 bucks. 900 bucks. It's because it's Alienware. It's because it's Alienware. And it's probably a little bit older hardware. So, yeah. Yeah, laptops, like, they're not really made to, like, swap out components, I feel like. Not the same way that a desktop is. And my yeah, Exorcism, I'm gonna stop casting it. I realize I've probably been hitting it a couple times. It's the extra damage and the extra kill rate's not worth it to me. I'd rather not have to drink. 5 years old is not very old, unfortunately. Yeah. Like, the last desktop I had, when the power supply died, the power supply, motherboard, and processor were all 11 years old. And the only new components in the rig were the RAM and the GPU. But yeah, like, the power supply died on it. It was an 11-year-old power supply with an 11-year-old, processor and motherboard. Ooh, we had a little bit of lag already. Oh good, the YouTube gods smile upon the stream today, and the YouTube gods say, eat some lag. You poor sucker. I realized today that the ICC patch is coming out in a couple weeks. October 10th. Is anybody excited about the ICC patch in Wrath of the Lich King? Is anybody planning to go back on October 10th and begin playing Wrath of the Lich King? Very curious if there's any hype at all for the ICC patch amongst like general population of people that play WoW. Lexus61, it's going well. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for being here. Group Finder, yeah, they're adding the Group Finder. A little bit too late, in my opinion. Group Finder would have been really good to have when they launched Trial of the Crusader. That would have been like a good middle ground. Ah, that's right, Alex. Your Wrath characters would have been on your EU account, right? Yeah. Yeah, I was considering if I wanted to go back to leveling any characters up in Wrath of the Lich King. Having the Group Finder would be cool. You know, it'd be nice to be leveling up as a DPS and be able to pop myself into the queue. Do a run every 15 minutes, whatever I want. I just don't really have a lot of excitement for it. And by not a lot, I mean I can't find a single ounce of excitement for it right now. Just wondering if I'm in the minority or the majority. Alexis, I have no idea about retail, and I especially am not a PvPer, my man. I can count on two hands the times that I have PvP'd. I didn't know people still twink these days. I know back in the day everyone wanted to be, you were like a level 19 twink was like the ideal level. But my knowledge on that kind of thing is basically non-existent. We're done with these guys, and I know that, but I'm gonna grind on them for a little bit. I feel like, not that we're getting behind the leveling curve, I just feel like we are not as far ahead of the leveling curve as we should be, considering that we did Darkshore, and we did Loch Modan, and we did Westfall. So I'm gonna grind here for a couple minutes and just get some additional XP going. If we do a SFK run, that will really help experience-wise. That would probably get me like where I want to be, because I'm feeling like we are not where I want to be. We have some stuff to do back in Wetlands in a couple levels. That's good. Red Ridge, we have okay, so we have some stuff to do, but I just feel like we're not like super ahead of the curve here. Steven, you're excited for a fresh server Cataclysm? I don't know if they're gonna do that again after you know, they did the fresh server of Maladath. They did the fresh start servers for Wrath of the Lich King, and a couple months after those servers had come out, like when the expansion was kind of in full swing, that those servers were dead. And I wonder if they're gonna do any kind of fresh start server for Cataclysm based on like what happened with Maladath. I remember regretting playing on the fresh start server at all. Yeah, I remember having regrets about the time spent. Yeah. I had a lot of regrets. I had regrets about my class choice, my server choice. Pretty much like Wrath was just like much regret. But yeah, I don't know. I was wondering the other day if they were going to do some kind of fresh start server for Kata, but I'm not sure. They might. It would be nice, you know, I don't know if they'll do like a fresh start server, but they'll probably do like the pre-patch 4 weeks early, where we'll probably get Worgen and Goblins. We'll probably get them like 4 weeks before the actual Cataclysm content comes out. So that would be nice for people to, you know, level up those characters. If you want to take like a Worgen or a Goblin into the end levels of Cataclysm, you'd have a chance to level them up. Although, like, a lot of Cataclysm for me is seeing how the leveling zones were remade on the Alliance side. Because I never played Alliance back then. I was stuck on the Horde side. But I really don't know. It's going to be weird when Cataclysm comes out. If I have to split my attention between leveling from 80 to 85 and from leveling up a fresh character in the new leveling areas, that's going to be a little bit weird. You know what I wish they would do? I wish for the pre-patch they would put in the old world changes, Like, have the Cataclysm happen in the pre-patch, but obviously don't let people level in the 80 to 85 zones, you know. But do the whole do the whole Cataclysm. Give us the Cataclysm zones and the Worgen and Goblins 4 or 5 weeks before the endgame content's available. That way people can level up through the leveling experience, so they get to see that. And then on day one, they don't have to like decide, do I want to see the revamped leveling, or do I want to jump right into endgame? It's like, they don't have to decide, they can do both. That would be ideal. Oh damn, Mike, that's awesome. That's a pleasant kind of surprise. Nice, buddy. I realize I need to level something on the Alliance side that I actually want to take into Cataclysm, because I'm not taking my Paladin anywhere. I'm retiring from my Wrath of the Lich King Paladin. I'm gonna do something different for Cataclysm, and I need to have an Alliance character ready. I was kind of enjoying the Blood Elf Warlock, but like that's Horde side, so that's not really gonna help me like meet my goals. But then I'm wondering, like, do I want to level a character now, or do I want to wait and see if they do what I think they're gonna do? Which is to push those zone revamps out before the endgame content. Like, I don't really want to level a character now, and then level a Worgen, like, when Cata launches. In that scenario, I would rather just wait and level the Worgen. I think I'm going to do, like, a Worgen Rogue. I don't know. That's still TBD. I might just do a Worgen Warrior. As weird as that might be. Tim says, releasing the zones early would make a lot of sense, so not much hope there. Right. Right, exactly. If it's a really good idea and would work really well for players to do it that way, then they probably won't do it that way. It's like, well, you know, and then you think about it, like, they gave us Blood Elves and Draenei in the pre-patch for TBC Classic, and they didn't do that originally. When TBC originally came out, you had to wait till day one of the game being live to play Blood Elves and Draenei. So they gave us those early, but that's like, yeah, that's a little bit of a different scale than putting in like all the zone revamps. Yeah, it's a little bit of a different scale. I hope they do it that way. I mean, otherwise I don't know. Otherwise I guess I'm going to be leveling a Worgen up and I won't be going right into endgame content. Because I don't know if I have the ambition to level up like a level 80 before then, and then like do it again on the Worgen. Have they confirmed Cata? Nah, but it's basically a given. They'll confirm it on November 2nd at BlizzCon. But yeah, no, they haven't talked about anything. You're not going to hear any news out of Blizzard at all, like from now on until November. You know, they have to hold every single tidbit of news they can to make BlizzCon actually interesting. So it's going to be radio silence. By the end of it all, people are going to feel like they're playing a dead game because there's going to have been no hype for 3 months. And then at BlizzCon, they'll unload everything on you. Everyone will get all their endorphins and get super happy about the game, and that'll last a couple months. And it's rinse and repeat, basically. Rinse and repeat the hype cycle. Do I think they'll announce a new expansion for retail? Yeah, oh absolutely. Yeah, they'll talk about 11.0. You'll get some kind of announcement. I don't know if you'll get like a big trailer. I don't know if they'll have like a big old trailer ready. But they'll probably have some PowerPoint slides, you know. They'll have like the title, the logo artwork and stuff. Yeah, 11.0 Pirates of the Void. Shadow stop. That's a level of negativity and pessimism that is so far off the charts. It's obviously wholly inaccurate, my man. They're going to talk about retail. They're going to talk about Cataclysm. They're going to talk about the new season of vanilla. They're going to talk about a lot of WoW stuff. It might not be stuff that you want to hear, and it might not be stuff that you like, but they're going to talk about it anyway, man. You have it backwards. WoW isn't dead to them. You, the player, are dead to them. And they don't care about you. But WoW as a product is not dead to them. My man. It might be dead to you. Dan, good afternoon, good evening to you. Patrick, I didn't play over the weekend at all, man. I put up some pre-recorded stuff. I put up a couple of rogue videos and a mage video, but I took the weekend off. I had other things going on this weekend. I'm probably not going to stream on the weekends going forward. The weekend streams don't typically do very well, and it just stops me from doing other stuff that I want to do. So I'll probably like focus on dropping recorded stuff like on the weekends. So there should always be recorded stuff going up, but I don't think I'm going to stream on the weekends anymore. There might be exceptions. You know, like I might jump on for like a Saturday afternoon, evening sometimes. The weekend stuff will just be like, you know, however I feel, but I'm not planning on it right now. What's the best thing about Classic in my opinion? My opinion is that the best thing about Classic is that everything you do in the game matters from like an RPG perspective. It actually feels like an RPG, where like your character progression, like each piece of gear you equip, each talent point you spend, your professions, like things actually matter, and they matter from level 1. That's the best thing about Classic for me. Yeah, David, exactly. I think people have like other stuff to do, you know, it's like weekend time. People want to do stuff with their families, they want to get out of the house, etc. And I feel the same way. Like, I'd rather do stuff with my family, get out of the house. I'd rather get caught up on chores, you know. And so just other stuff that I can get done. And then, you know, randomly I may get on for like a Saturday afternoon, evening sometimes. Depending on what's going on with personal life and stuff like that. But the schedule is probably going to be like what it is today. Like, probably noon to 3 Monday through Friday. Trying to get recorded stuff up, at least one video of recorded stuff each day, then trying to get like some more stuff out on the weekends. It's a weird time for WoW and like YouTube and the algorithm right now. It's just a weird time. It's hard to justify like doing too much right now. There's not like a big interest in it. And you like the way YouTube works, when you put out like more content to compensate lack of interest, it actually tanks your numbers. So like putting out more content and doing more stuff is not the answer a lot of the time, unfortunately. As much as you would like it to be, as much as you would like more effort to be more people coming to the channel, more people finding the streams. You want more effort to have like a positive payoff, but on YouTube it often doesn't. On YouTube, the well-timed precision of like less content is unfortunately much more effective than simply doing more content, which sucks. But I've had to learn that the hard way over the past couple months. John, good morning. Thudjack, good afternoon. Thank you guys for being here. We'll get out of here in a minute and we'll go do something else. I think I'm good on these guys for now. What else do we want to... We'll head back and we'll turn this in. We'll see if it changes into anything else. And we'll kind of go from there. Vicente, I appreciate that. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you hanging out with the stream. John, I'm sorry to hear about the mage, man. That sucks. How is the sword and board going compared to like a big two-hander, Thudjack? I'm enjoying it. I also have like a different rotation, so like on the two-hander I was trying to weave in Seal Crusader, and I've given up on the concept of weaving it in. I don't think it's worth it. So I've been going with a one-button macro rotation, and I've been enjoying it a lot. It's basically like the auto-attack one-button rotation spec, and I like it. Yeah, I prefer a one-hander and a shield. It lets me survive more stuff, and it gives me more leeway to get distracted and to not be quite paying attention, which that's a leeway that I need built in, so. Marson, I appreciate that. Thanks for being here, man. I enjoy streaming a lot. It's just that I've learned that if I do it too much, YouTube punishes the channel, which stops me from finding more of you guys and like growing the community. And I don't really like that, so I have to be careful.
Hello. Farewell. Safe travels.
I'm pretty sure we have the bronze tube. Did we already turn that one in? No, apparently not.
Light be with you. Light bless you. Be careful.
It looks like we may be heading out to the cemetery. We all know how much we love the cemetery. Yeah, I think so. We still have this, which I haven't figured out where that's at exactly. We could visit Abercrombie and get that done. Yeah, I guess we're gonna go do that. Ra, good afternoon, man. Thanks for stopping by. Lost one? I'm leveling super fast. How am I doing it? I don't know. Especially because I didn't play all weekend, so I don't know. I mean, I'm level 27. I trust me, man. I'm not leveling super fast. No, I slash played is 1 day, 19 hours, 18 minutes. So yeah, 45, about 44 or 45 hours to get to level 27, and I didn't play all weekend. So we're the same level that we were on Friday. We've been getting some rested XP, so that's cool. But yeah, compared to most people who can play like 2, 3, 4 hours a day, I'm actually leveling quite slowly. It's not halfway though. Like sometimes people have a conception. I think it happens like a lot when people are not super familiar with Classic. But people say like, oh, I hit 30, I'm halfway. You're not. Like, time-wise, at level 30, you're about a quarter of the way through the journey. That might be an overestimation of how far you are into the journey. But yeah, let's say you hit level 30, you are not halfway through just because that's half of the levels you need. The amount of XP you need to level grows exponentially over time. And so at level 30, you are about a quarter of the way through your leveling journey as far as how much time it's going to take you, like as far as how much time. Does that make sense? And that might be like an over-exaggeration. You might be like more of like 1/5 or 1/6 of the way through your journey by the time you hit 30. It might be closer to accurate. Yeah, the halfway point you heard is 44. That sounds more accurate. Yeah, 44, 45 might be like time-wise the midpoint of the journey for most people. No, I would call level 30 still like relatively early game. By the time you get to 40, I would call that mid-game. If we're talking about just like the leveling. And then by the time you're like level 52, that's like end game leveling. Like you're getting close to the finish line. It's a marathon. It's definitely not a race. It's definitely a big old marathon. Thudjack, I'm sure you can find that in data, man. Like if you look for that on the internet, I'm sure you will find like that data, and there will probably be like awesome charts and graphs associated with it. I'm sure it's out there at this point. Yeah, because it's easy. People can calculate it because we can see how much XP we need for each level, and like I know there are some smarty pants out there who have done that math and figured that out. Alright, so the big goal for today is not to get killed by Morladim. let's not get killed by Morladim. And if we see him, we'll mark him with a skull. But yeah, we're gonna try to stay in the southern part of the cemetery. As long as we're in like the southern part, like the southeastern part, then he shouldn't bother us. It's when we start getting over to the western side of the cemetery and we head more north that he becomes a problem. But yeah, we're gonna have to just keep our eyes open. If we're lucky, we spot him early and we can mark him. If we're unlucky, we run into him shoulder to shoulder like we did on the priest and he kills us. So we'll see how it goes. I should probably pop some potions as well. We'll do that after the fight. A unit scan, Alex, does that looks for like dangerous enemies? It's almost cheating to me. No offense to anybody who uses it. It's almost like if there's something that scans the environment and calls out when there's like a scary elite nearby. And it's like it's an elite that's supposed to be on a patrol that's supposed to be a scary elite, then I feel like that takes a bit away. Like, yeah, no, if you want to stay alive, you have to use that. It makes perfect sense to use it. But for me, I don't think I could go that far with my add-on choices. You know, to be fair, it would have prevented a character death, but at the same time, it kind of feels like cheating. It kind of feels like when people would have like the police radio detectors back in like the 90s, and like those people would be the people who they'd want to speed, they'd want to go like really fast all the time and just like break all the speed limit laws and be super unsafe. And so they had the radio scanners to let them know when like police were nearby with a radar gun. And I was like, oh, that's cheating. You know, you get to break the law all the time, except for when you think it might be dangerous to. That's kind of what it makes me think of. Yeah, you guys are my unit scan. Yeah, scan the background like in a way that I don't, because I look right here usually in the middle of the screen, and so there's stuff going on over here. I don't see any of this stuff. Like you guys get to look at that stuff a lot more than I do. Because as a player, you're just like, unless you make yourself look up into the corners of the screen, you're often not doing that. So yeah, you guys are my unit scan now. Congratulations, you've all been promoted from chat to unit scan. Rig with the Paladin, I could survive. I could, yeah, like he's like level 35, I think. He's like, you know, he's got like 8 levels on me, so like I could survive. Yeah, like it's much more likely that I would survive than it was on the priest. Although I don't know, because the priest had power word shield. But with the bubbles, I get 6 seconds, like no matter what happens. Oh, 8 seconds. I get 8 seconds of invulnerability, which is more powerful than a shield that only absorbs a certain amount of damage. So yeah, I could probably survive him. I'd rather not find out. I don't think we're near his pathing enough for it to matter right now. Yeah, I don't think we're near. He doesn't come down this way from what I know. Auntie, I don't even think we had Shackle Undead when I got killed on the last priest. Yeah, potions, thanks man. Yeah, I said I was gonna do that, and then like my brain was like, oh, done, you are good to go. It's like, no, you never did it, you just said you were going to. It's Monday, I'm fine. Yeah, if I weren't like this every day, that'd be different. Is the Pally the same level as the warrior when she died? Yes, Mark. You're absolutely right. Thank you for calling out the milestone. It completely escaped my mind, like most things do these days. Yes, we died at level 27 on the warrior, and we are now level 27, so absolutely, we are now at the max level. We have gotten a character in official hardcore. Every level from here on out will be our highest level yet. So yeah, that's quite exciting actually. Thanks for calling it out, man. A lot of rock stars have also died at level 27. Fair. A lot of hardcore players have died before level 27. So there's that stat too. Yes, dungeon group. Yeah, we're gonna try, oh, there he is. He's going after somebody. Run away! Yeah, we're gonna do SFK again. What do we got? Let's see. Hunter, Pally, heals, DPS. We got Druid, level 30. Okay, great. And a warrior. This is a much more confidence-inspiring group. Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna return to Darkshire, and we are gonna get ourselves on a flight here. We are the furthest ones away. Oh, good. Okay, yeah, everyone's gonna be waiting on me, obviously. Not what I like. I think it's gonna be just as fast to pop myself on a long flight as to like go to the tram, wait for the tram, run through the cities, and do all that stuff. So yeah, I think I'll just pop myself on a flight over to South Shore.
Well met.
Yeah, bags. I'll get the bags in South Shore. Okay. 8-minute flight. If you guys got something to do, you want to go like make a sandwich or refill your coffee or do some calisthenics, take your dog for a walk, now would be the 8 minutes to do that. I'm going to change the title of the stream to indicate that we are going to be doing SFK and get that going. Let's go here. SFK dungeon, level 27. There we go. Red Robin, happy Monday to you. Yeah, I think we'll be able to get Erigel. I have a good feeling about the group. We don't have any low-level people in the group. We don't have anybody who can accidentally pull that entire room just by body pulling it. So yeah, we should be in really good shape. We're gonna fight the boss normally and not do any like shenanigans with pulling him. What's the add-on that's telling us how much time before we arrive? That's being handled by Leatrix Plus. So if you have Leatrix Plus, you go to Interface, and you come down here and you click on Show Flight Times. We're also using it for a couple of other things as well. Enhanced Quest Log, Enhanced Profession Log. So yeah, there's a couple other things we use it for. Automation, it's selling our junk, and automatically repairing us when it's possible to do that. Very handy. Am I tanking? I am tanking. Yep. Mm-hmm. Rook, thanks for being here. I appreciate you stopping by and checking out the stream. Rook, have I already talked about it? How do I feel about the Stitches glitch that killed thousands of hardcore characters? You're talking about the Stitches EU server that went down over the weekend? Yeah, I don't really have many feelings about it. It effing sucks, obviously. Like, if you lost a character due to, like, the server crashing, that's horrible. Yeah, that's really all I can really feel about it. Is that I feel bad for the people that it happened to. So, yeah. Chaz, thanks for being here, man. The stream's going well so far, yeah? Yeah, I mean, like Blizzard said, They always were very upfront that they were never going to roll back character deaths for any reason. Like WoW is a game that was never designed to be a one-life game. Like we all know that. We all know that like the way the game works and the kinds of stuff that can happen in the game, like water disconnects, flight disconnects, your internet goes out, like the way the game is, like it's not designed to be a one-life game. You know what I mean? So yeah, like this seems like it was some kind of technology failing on Blizzard's end. Like absolutely, the server is obviously like the most populated server that they have. The server was unable to handle the stress of all the people that wanted to play the game. The server lagged out. It lagged out for a very long time. Lots of people died. It sucks. It's a bad situation. Back in the day, Blizzard used to roll back if something like that happened. But back in the day, there wasn't a system in place that made characters unable to res. Like, they never would have had to roll back anything for character death. You know? There was nothing to roll back. Let's say, like, on a normal, non-hardcore server, you die. When you come back in, you just have the spirit healer. You just run to your body. There was never anything to roll back. And there's never been a precedent of them rolling shit back like that. No. Like, it doesn't even make sense, what you said. Because there has never been a hardcore server before, and the reason people want to roll back now is not because of like items lost or anything like that. They want the rollback because the character is dead and can't be revived on this server type, which has never been the case before in the history of Blizzard, because there has never been a server like this. Does that make sense, man? It's not comparable to anything that's ever happened in the past. So no. So just no, basically. Yeah, the game was never intended to be played on hardcore. Games that are like intended to be played on hardcore, usually like single player games, you know, that aren't relying on a server to stay up. But even sometimes with single player games, you play on hardcore and something happens. You know, like you could be playing hardcore XCOM 2 and some shit happens and there's a bug and you lose your save data or it gets corrupted and now you have to go again. Like it's kind of like, it's one of the risks you take when you decide to play something on hardcore. It's one of the risks you take. Yeah, you can say that it's possible, Auntie, but you don't know what's possible or not, because as I just pointed out, there has never been a server that has not allowed characters to respawn on it. So you cannot say for certain that there is not some kind of technical limitation that actually prevents them from doing that. Furthermore, I don't really know if there is a technical limitation or not. There might not be. That's not the point. The point is that they were always very upfront from the very beginning about the fact that they would never rescind a character death, that they would never roll anything back. They were upfront about it. They told everybody. They had the discussion. The information was out there for everybody. And so regardless of what you think they could technologically do, which you don't know because you do not work for Blizzard Entertainment, it doesn't matter. Because the fact of the matter is they told everybody they would never revive a character that died for any reason. And any reason includes their own technology massively failing. So it sucks, you know, I don't like it, but it happened, and now people know that it can happen, and so people will make a choice. They'll decide, like, do I find this game mode fun enough to keep playing it even though something like this can happen, or do I not want to do this? You know, do I not want to do this anymore? And so I'm sure that day lots of people decided that that was the last time they were going to go again. Yeah, I'm sure like 100 people probably stopped playing, you know, out of the thousands that may or may not have gotten killed. I'm sure like 100 of them are done. But when somebody tells you flat out like they're never going to restore your character no matter what, I think that like you just need to accept it. Like, that's all. It's not like they were not upfront about it. Alright, well, let's get going. Rook says, honestly, hardcore has made me appreciate normal Classic era much more. I think that they're counting on that. I think they're like counting on people doing the hardcore thing, and then at the end of the year, they're going to have the new season of Classic. And obviously in the new season of Classic, it's going to be a seasonal mode that's not hardcore. And I think they're kind of counting on people to, you know, maybe burn themselves out of hardcore by the time December comes around. And people will be like, they'll want to play Classic Era, but they'll be starting to get tired of going again. And then Blizzard will drop the new season of whatever, season of Mastery 2. And then people will be like, oh crap, I can play somewhere in vanilla where it's super hype, but where I'm not going to lose my progress when I die. Let's go check that out. And I think they're kind of relying on, like, people will get burned out, you know? It will happen eventually. You know, to those that are not getting to 60 consistently, people they'll probably still crave the vanilla era because they'll know how awesome it is and how, like, great it feels to play. But they'll be ready for that season of Mastery 2 at the end of the year, and I think they're banking on that. They're planning for it, you know? Ashbad, good afternoon. Thanks for being here. Tips for the Warlock, Ash? Don't get overconfident. Yeah, once you get the Voidwalker and you got multiple dots to put up, it's really easy to realize you can handle a lot of situations. I found myself like pulling like 3-4 things and just dotting it all up, letting the Voidwalker tank it all, and just getting like super overconfident. And I think that's like ultimately what kills a lot of Warlocks and maybe like a lot of pet classes in general, is that you just get overconfident. Because like you hardly ever feel like you're in danger because your pet is handling all the danger. So like when you're not getting hit, when you don't see your character HP ever going down, it's really easy to get overconfident. Yeah, and then what happens is like when your Voidwalker goes down, you got a couple mobs on you, like unless you've got all your tools that you get later on to survive, like you're not gonna live. And I think overconfidence kills most Warlocks. Do I have a favorite zone mark? Yeah, it would probably be, you know, something like L1 Forest, or the Blood Elf starting area is really nice. But if we're talking about just classic era, probably Elwyn. Barrens is also very nice. Mulgore, the zone, like aesthetically, Mulgore is really awesome. But like someone said to me once, something that really resonated was the questing is really flat. Like the questing doesn't have like, it doesn't have a lot of oomph to any of the quests that you do. It's like, yeah, you're doing stuff, but it's like really flat. That was like a good way someone explained it to me. But the zone itself is pretty beautiful. Luke says overconfidence killed his Warlock yesterday. Yep, I think that's what happens. Satan, what's this server? This is the Defias Pillager hardcore server. Yeah, it's in the hardcore tab in the classic client. US East. It's a US East server also. Yeah, I like Duskwood, but it is gloomy, and it's like, yeah, I like popping in there occasionally. I don't like spending too much time there at any one time. I'm more fond of it obviously around like Halloween time. When it's like seasonally thematic, I'm more I'm more inclined towards liking it. Unless the Horde Patrol in Loch Modan killed your Warlock. That Horde Patrol, I didn't know about it until very recently. I spent years and years not knowing about it. Even years and years of Classic, like just not knowing that they were there. And then I started to see them all the time. Yeah, pretty dangerous. Are we... We are still waiting. I am not the last person here. Or am I? Or am I? Is everyone else in the instance? Maybe I should go inside the instance. So I wasn't the last one here after all. Right on. I don't have a lot of water. I mean, I shouldn't really need it. I shouldn't really need it, but yeah. Oh, the music is going to kick it off. Let's turn the music down a little bit. I don't think it needs to be quite so loud. There we go. That's probably a little bit better. I never emptied my bags. I'm aware of that. It's fine. We'll be fine. Probably. Alex, you guys had to walk. Oh, okay, okay. I didn't realize some of you guys didn't have the flight point. Speaking of talents, let's go ahead and put another point into deflection. That's timely. More parry. More parry is going to be good. Yeah, I don't use a lot of abilities at all, so the mana's not an issue. Yeah, I hardly ever use any abilities. We've been mostly auto attacking. It's the auto attack build. I'm calling it. Yeah. What's funny about Shadowfang Keep is that like by the time you're at a good level to take on the last boss, you don't get kill XP from any of the enemies before that. I wonder how that's going to be handled now that the kill XP is moved to the bosses themselves. Like, we wouldn't get anything from these guys with them being gray. But I wonder if when we kill the boss, if we'll still get a pretty big chunk or not at all. It's going to be interesting to see how that works out. What are my thoughts on the Draenei? I don't mind them. I kind of like them. I don't have a lot of thoughts about it. But I like them, and I like their starting areas. They can't wear boots, so that's a point against them. I'd prefer it if they can wear boots. Yeah, I might want Consecrate, but I don't really know if I do. Yeah. The Consecrate is a big mana drain. I'm not going to pop Consecrate unless I'm fighting 3 or more guys. 3 or more guys, I'll pop Consecrate. If it's 2 guys, I'm not going to. If it's 3 guys, I still might not. Yeah, this is for like when stuff gets kind of out of control. They can't wear... You never noticed Carnifex yet? They have hooves. Yeah. They're the Draenei are cloven hooved, you know, like a demon would be, and so yeah, they don't get to wear the boots. They wear shin guards, you know. The boot turns into a shin guard, which is not as cool as like a boot, you know. Yeah, it's too high of a cost sometimes. Yeah. Ash, you maybe use a lesser rank of Consecrate? That's not a bad idea. Oh, I only have rank 1. It turns out I only have 1 rank of it right now. Yeah, I probably haven't trained recently. That's probably the issue. Mark, you hate that trolls can't wear shoes? Yeah, I'm in the same boat, man. I basically don't... I'm like, the trolls don't have a good reason. Like, their feet could fit into a boot. It would have to be, like, a wide boot. But I feel like it would be fine. Yeah. I would probably play trolls more if they could wear boots. Absolutely. Like, it's kind of a big part of your character look, especially in Classic. The boots are actually like a big part of your look. So yeah, not being able to see the boots except for like, you'd see like probably like the red or something, you know, like the little red ankle bands. But they wouldn't look like much. Yeah, I feel like it could be done. Yep, more YouTube lag. Yep, absolutely more lag. Also, I have a sandwich. I'm gonna eat the sandwich while the guys are en route. So yeah, we're gonna get through the lag here. I'm hoping YouTube will normalize in a second here. The kilobit rate is all over the place. Not a problem on my end. Yeah, there's lag today. Sorry guys, nothing I can do about it. YouTube hates me. I'm gonna eat the sandwich while the guys are en route. And I am gonna turn, yeah, I'm gonna turn my camera off, and I'm gonna mute, and I'm gonna eat. And I'll see you guys on the flip side. I'll see you guys when, hopefully when the lag fixes and after I've eaten this sandwich. Alright, we're back. And it looks like the lag has resolved itself. Mm-hmm. Austin, good afternoon. Thanks for being here. Alright, looks like we are about to get going. The music here, it's incredibly repetitive. I wish it had like a few more like stanzas or something to it. It's like, it's really quiet and then it's super repetitive. And then it's really quiet and then it's super repetitive. I wish there was a little bit more to it. Yeah, if Alex loses another character in SFK, he's never allowed to come to SFK with me again. I can't live with it, you know. I hope this warrior likes having aggro, because there's not going to be a lot that I can do without a taunt, like, and they're probably fine to get hit, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. Because I can't worry about it too much, because there's not a lot that I can do about it. Unfortunately. We're probably going to get all of this. I haven't devised a way yet to not just pull everything here, which is unfortunate, but yeah, here we go. Well, we didn't pull the warg in the back, so there's that. I do have dynamite in my bag. Yeah, thanks. That's going to be for, like, if I need to do a ranged pull. If I need to do a ranged pull, I can do dynamite. There we go. Well, we saw how that worked. We'll let the warrior tank it. It's fine. It feels like it's going to be a really smooth run. I'm not worried about it. Pick up these guys. It's a guild run. I don't think the warrior's in the guild, right? Yeah, everyone's in the guild except for the DPS warrior. You know, so that makes sense. And it's fine. See, they're tanking it. I'm skinning and they're tanking it. Like, I don't care. I'm not offended. I'm not upset. As long as they're not getting killed while tanking it and they're not getting anybody else killed, I really don't mind. It's fine. I hope he comes back this way with them. There we go. We'll rebuff after this. I realize we should probably rebuff. And we'll let the warrior run ahead and do whatever they want. I'm not going to bother trying to communicate with them. They are obviously the type of player who's going to play how they want, and we are going to let them do that up until the point where it gets them killed. And then we'll just move on from there. Because, yeah, I'm going to drink and then get the buffs up. This run already seems better than the last. Yeah, it is. I mean, obviously we have a very confident DPS warrior, which is fine. If they get themselves killed, that's fine. I don't think they can get us all killed, so ultimately I don't really care what they do. Yeah, Mark, I've learned to let it go. I've learned to look at people's HP and look at the mana, and if they're not causing significant problems with health and mana, I've learned to just let it go, like to let them do what they're gonna do. As opposed to, because the alternative is just being upset about it, which like isn't gonna help. And then like trying to ask somebody like not to pull stuff is not really gonna help. They're gonna continue to play how they want, and yeah, if they're living, if they're surviving it, and they're not taking damage, and my healer isn't working harder to keep them alive necessarily, then it's fine. Especially because like as a paladin, I don't have a taunt, so there's really not a lot I can do, you know. If they're gonna hold some aggro, like it's just gonna have to happen anyway. And like in my opinion, having an off tank is pretty decent, you know. I'm keeping aggro on most of them most of the time, and then some of the time they have aggro on one or two, so like it's actually working out okay. Yeah, I feel like here's the thing also, when it comes to warriors, they need to get hit to have rage. Like, they literally need to be getting hit. If they're not getting hit, their DPS output is really gimped. And they're beefy. I completely understand, like, a DPS warrior wanting to take hits. Like, they're gonna want to take hits. Where is everybody else? Guys, I went up the stairs like always. It's fine, don't let me die alone up here. Yeah, I'm fine with it, because yeah, they need to get hit. Like, that's it. Now, do they need to be running ahead? No, they don't need to run ahead like that, but, you know, they're doing it, so what are you gonna do, you know? We can get mad about it and try to argue with them, or we can just, like, compliment what they're doing and we can get the run completed. Like, they seem like they're barely taking any damage. Kenneth, good afternoon, thanks for being here. I've never come this way before. This is an interesting way to do this. We usually come from the other direction. All right, we're gonna hold up here for Steven to get some mana back. The Warriors off to the races. They're off. I've never come this way, and so like I'm not really sure what we're doing. I think we need to go back and just go the other way, like we would normally do. This is not the way. These haunting spirits are getting kind of annoying. Having a little bit of mana would be good. They're probably just going to charge in. It's fine. It's fine. Let them do what they want. Let them have fun. Oh, surprisingly, they showed restraint. Well, that was kind of a crabby drop off that guy. Marson, how am I liking my human rogue? I am really digging it. It's a lot of fun. Mm-hmm. See, when the group is the appropriate level, it doesn't matter where we stand. It's really only when you have like a level 23 or a 22 in the group that you have to really worry about this room. Like, this group's going to be fine.
Interfere with the sons of Aragal.
Delcat, am I muted? I am muted, but I'm also not talking. I am on mute, but I'm also not speaking right now. Shadow, you're getting the death cam ready? That's really pessimistic of you, man. You must be having a downer kind of day. If I was worried about us succeeding at the boss, we wouldn't pull the boss. Because I have no interest in getting anybody killed. So we're doing the fight normally. When he shadow bolts, jump down. If you were on top and he mind controls somebody, jump down. Or we'll fight him where the warrior wants, which is right here on the staircase. We'll see how this goes. Should still be able to line of sight him. If you run under the stairs here, you'll be line of sight. I'm gonna let the warrior tank him. Because, yeah, less danger for me. Oh, there we go. We got threat. He's just gonna melt. He's absolutely just melting right now. Yeah, that was nothing. I got mind controlled. Good. I'm the least threat to the group. Good job. I mean, obviously just annihilated him. Does anybody even need this? Oh god. Did we bring nobody who could use this? Steven, is this good for like your healing set? It's gotta be, right? Alright, hey, that's it. That's our full clear. I mean, it wasn't very exciting because we have like an overpowered Fury Warrior in the group. So, you know, good on them. Good for us. There was basically no danger in that at all. Yeah, I mean, we absolutely melted him. Good job, everybody. Yeah, and with that, I guess there's no quest or anything to turn in. I'm gonna hearth out of here. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. It was easy, you know, the complete opposite experience than we had last time. Yeah, for Steelhide. We killed him for Steelhide! Vengeance, finally, at last. Yeah, that was a good one. I don't think he had time to cast Shadow Bolt. I don't think it was like he won't do it on the stairs. I think it was just that he didn't have time to do it. He mind controlled once. He just melted so fast, I don't think he had time to go through his rotation. That's all. That's all it was. He just got annihilated. Absolutely crushed. And there we go. That is today's Shadowfang Keep. Tomorrow we should try to do BFD. Yeah, I think BFD tomorrow would be good. Let me change my title so people don't come in and think we're about to do SFK and we've already done it. There we go. Perfect. All right, excellent. Back to the grind. Pinned comment. The pinned comment's been up for the entire run. That's how little anybody notices the pinned comment. It's just been chilling up there. No one sees it. I don't even see it. It might have been the fastest kill that I've seen in Classic era of Erigel. Let's come down here and let's work on this first Working in the Woods quest. I feel like that would be okay. They're like level 26, 27. Should be fine. We'll do this for a bit. It'll be nice to do something where we actually have to try for a little bit. We didn't have to really do a lot in that run. What level can you get a mount in this version? It's level 40. Oh, look at all the skins. Selling my inventory would have been smart. We might have to go back to town to do that. I need to check today to see if medium leather is selling at all on the auction house. Light leather never sold for anything, so maybe there's a small chance I can get a little bit of gold for medium leather. I mailed a stack of it off to my bank alt. I'll have to check that later. Yeah, I have been tanking dungeons. It's been okay. Like, as you just saw, like a well-geared warrior, even like a DPS warrior, can basically tank just as good as we can, if not better. We don't have a taunt, we don't have a ranged pull, but we're pretty durable. Like, we can take hits, we can hold aggro. For the most part, but it's okay. Yeah, we're alive, and that's what matters. Yeah, I didn't mind, especially in hardcore. Like, dude wants to be a DPS tank. That's absolutely acceptable by me. That just means that I'm getting hit less. It means there's less chance of like a weaker class getting hit, and yeah, I was fine with it. Dark Runners are not what I need. I need the Shadow Weavers. I guess I'm not going to be able to bandage with a Shadow Word Pain burning on me. Pop one of my 27 potions. Do I think I'll hit level 60 with this one? I think I have the best chance to hit level 60 on a Paladin. So yeah, I'm hoping so. I realize I'm probably going to need to look for a weapon upgrade pretty soon. There were some weapons on the auction house that might be upgrades. They were like 5 or 6 gold. And I don't... Well, I almost have that, I guess. No, I like the talent build so far. Yep, the talent build has been working very, very well for me, and I have no regrets so far. I don't know if I really want to take both these guys at once. Okay, we're doing it anyway. We're doing it anyway. This is where we run. I'm absolutely fine with running here. And then possibly using this fence. Yeah, we're going to have to use the fence. There we go. Oh god. It's a crappy area to be in right now. Oh, this might be where we bite it. Let's lay on hands. Okay, we got lay on hands. Can we leash him? Oh shit. I don't need to be in this area. It's a little bit too dangerous. Okay, you can leash anytime now, buddy. Yeah, anytime you want to leash, go ahead. You're not going to leash. Okay, good. Okay, there you go. Perfect. Okay, so we're out of this area. Where else do we go? Let's go back out to the west. We'll be a little bit safer out that way. It was fun while it lasted. Yeah. We burned a couple of cooldowns. I think that might be the first time we've had the lay on hands. Could be the first time. And that's stitches. Yeah, we're not going that way. Yeah, sorry. A little bit of stress, you know, get the heart going. It's good for the circulation. I do have big regrets about my inventory. Yeah, is there a vendor out here somewhere? Yeah, Jitters is not a vendor. There's no vendors out here, I don't think. That's really, really unfortunate. Are either of these guys up here a vendor? Sven or Ivan or whatever his name is. Don't really want to head back to town. Alchemy supply guy by Jitters. Oh, really? There is a dude. Okay, okay. Alright, let's go see. Red Bass, no quest in Ashenvale. We did do some questing in Ashenvale. Yeah, we did a little bit. And then we were done, or I was done rather. We probably had a few more things I could have done in Ashenvale, but a lot of it was taking us into Stone Talon. And there's not a lot for the Alliance to do in Stone Talon, and I didn't want to go back, so. There's a goblin in one of the houses. See, I've never seen this vendor. I don't think I've ever gone into the houses at Ravenhill. So we're going to find out. That's awesome. Thank you guys. We're definitely going to go into Pursuit of Justice to get the 8% movement speed. It's 8% movement speed on foot, and it also applies to the mount as well. Of course, now I can just see it on the map. Alright. Fair enough. Do you guys think Stockades next or BFD next? Is BFD a little bit lower level than Stockades? Or vice versa? Or are they like exactly the same basically?
Yeah.
I'm going to hang on to the medium leather. I'm going to send this to the bank alt and see if maybe it'll make us a little bit of money on the auction house. I mean, I doubt it will, but we can check. Same for BFD. Yeah, I'd be down for Stockade run. I don't know if I have all the quests, but I don't really care. Do you guys want to do Stockades? You got time to do it now?
get help.
Yeah, if we wanted to do a Stockades run, I have an hour and a half. I'm sure it doesn't take that long to run it, so... I mean, we blew through SFK in what, like 25, 30 minutes? I think BFD would probably be too long, but I think Stockades would be like a good amount of time. Or we could just do it tomorrow. Either way, I'm fine with it. Yeah, Alex and Steven, it's up to you guys. I'd be fine dropping what I'm doing and going to do Stockades. I would also be fine doing it tomorrow. I'm not like in a big rush, but I do have a little bit of time. As long as we don't get killed by Morladim. Morladim! Stay away! Okay, we're fine. Garrett, I have a Discord. Yep. If you're in the guild, it will be in the guild information. Yeah, but you gotta be in the guild. That's kind of how I'm handling that. I had a troll attack my Discord a couple months ago. Since then, I've had some people do a lot of work on the Discord, and it actually resembles a real Discord now. So that's been really awesome. And yeah, the only caveat is you have to have a character in one of the guilds, either Horde side or Alliance side, to get at the guild info. I've learned that I can't post the Discord info like publicly. It has to be somehow limited, and the way I'm limiting it right now is by being in the guild. Yeah, Carnifexy, I have Morladim marked with a skull, so if they are near us, I should see the skull. It should be should stand out to me, I hope. If I stay on this side of the graveyard, I'm probably fine. It's only if you wander over this way that you can get in trouble. So I'm trying to hang out over here, and in like the southern part. Eric, you can't stand hardcore? You died twice last night? Yeah. It's not for everybody. You know, listen, the game was never designed to be a one-life game. The game was designed to get a person killed many, many, many times. That's why, like, you know, on normal WoW, there's not a big consequence for dying. You just gotta run back to your corpse. Because the game always assumed that you're gonna die many, many times. So yeah, I totally get it when people say hardcore is not for them. Hardcore is not for everybody. Definitely not. Electron, good afternoon. We just need 1 DPS. Awesome. Hey, if you want to pug it, we can pug it. I really don't care. It's absolutely fine. Yeah, like Delcat said, at least they give you the option to transfer the character. If your character dies and you want to keep playing vanilla, you can transfer the character to the realm cluster of your choice, and you can keep playing with the ability to res. Yeah, I mean, Classic Era is a great game no matter how you're playing it. Hardcore is just like a caveat, like a small subset of Classic. There are lots of people that enjoy Classic Era that are not playing Hardcore. They're playing on the normal Classic Era servers. As soon as I'm done with this quest, I will drop this group, and then we can group up for the dungeon if you guys are ready to do that. I don't think I have all the quests either, but I know there's one to grab. There's one to grab in the city. I'm not really worried about having them all right now. Can always grab them and do the run again tomorrow if we want to get all the quests done. Mainly, I'm doing it for the experience of it, the experience points. It's not so much for loot or for quest right now. Because the loot is all bad, like all of the lower level dungeons, they all have bad loot. Like the fact that I got 2 blues in one run on the first SFK, like the fact that I got 2 blues is really unheard of. Mostly in vanilla era for the lower level dungeons, the loot all sucks. So I'm not expecting to get good loot right now out of basically anything that I run. Alright, I am done with this quest. Let me drop group, and then I'll be ready for an invite whenever you guys are ready to go. I should maybe head up to Abercrombie really quick. And then it might be shorter for me to run to Westfall and get the flight point there than it would be to run all the way back to Darkshire. I'm not quite sure. Not quite sure. I think we'll have to run back to Darkshire anyway. There might be a turn in from this. We're gonna do Stockades, Eric. Yep. We finished an SFK run a little while ago. I am going to change the title of the stream again to indicate Stockades is upcoming. There we go. That's good.
Hello. Have a good one. See you around.
Yeah, I'm like, I do need to get back and train. Yeah, that's a good point. I don't know if we train level 26. I honestly can't remember. I mean, yeah, we're close to 28. But I don't even know if we train 26. It's questionable. Highly, highly questionable at this point. I feel like I probably did. Like, we're leveling slowly enough that I feel like I probably did, but it's me, so you never really know. Like, I think I did, but we probably should check just in case. Yeah, we're not going to hit 28, I don't think. If any of the guys up here were giving kill XP and I could fight some of them, we might hit 28, but yeah, I don't think it's going to happen. Did we get 26? Okay. I won't worry about it then, because yeah, I don't think we're going to hit 28 here. Okay, perfect. Then I won't sweat it. We'll just wait till we're 28 to check it out. Johnny, good afternoon. How is it going? Bilko, hello. Thanks for being here. It's probably because I'm lazy, but I really wish they would activate the summoning stones. I wonder if there's any chance that they ever activate the summoning stones in Classic Era. How nice would that be? Johnny, I'm on the stereo in the car. Awesome. We have 3 Night Elves in this group? That's unheard of. Wow. Actually, a lot of people wouldn't appreciate summoning stones. I'm sure there are a very handful of very loud people who would be like, summoning stones ruined World of Warcraft. Not having to have everybody travel through the world ruined WoW. I'm sure there are 10 people like that. Yeah, absolutely. And unfortunately, they would be the loudest people. And they would sound just like I just sounded. Yeah. But I don't know if it would be a lot. I think a lot of people go, oh, cool. I think that would be the reaction to the average, like, classic person. They'd be like, oh, cool. That'd be it. I'm not talking about adding the LFD here. I'm just talking about activating the summoning stone that's already present. Oh, look at that. I've never seen that before. I was kind of hoping it was like spider based, but it's not. But I've never seen that before. Oh, was it the designer's random cat? Oh, it wasn't the 10 loud people. Oh, I didn't understand that. Thanks for clarifying for me, buddy. I appreciate the clarification. The designers made the game, guys. Oh, don't talk about QOL. Don't talk about QOL. Would we run the same dungeon multiple times? I mean, we have in the past. We've done 2 attempts at SFK. Although the one attempt was not a full clear. We got halfway through, and then we just did it a little bit ago and cleared it. You're on a 24-hour lockout, so you can run them as much as you want once a day. You know, you're on the 24-hour lockout, similar to the heroic lockout. Why is the shield not spider looking? Exactly. I got excited. I thought it was gonna be like a Spider-Man like shield, like with the Spider-Man emblem on it. I was like, oh man, it's gonna be red and blue. And it wasn't. It was just a silver shield. Kind of lame. Hey Mark, what's my lifting schedule? A little off topic. I weightlift for like a half hour, like 5 days a week. Yeah, typically like 5 days a week, sometimes 6. I will just weightlift for a half hour. I pair up my muscle groups. I do legs and shoulders. That's a day. I do back and biceps. That's a day. I do chest and triceps. That's a day. And then I kind of alternate motions. I'm really bored with my weightlifting right now. It's not really like a prominent thing in my life, except just like a habit that I do every day. It's not really like a focus of my day, you know. It's like I go for the walk with my dog. I will usually get a recording in. I will work out. I will stream. Just something that I do. I've been doing it for almost 20 years. Does the Big Macs count? Yeah, it does. If you're getting a lot of reps in, absolutely.
Hey there. See you around. Farewell.
Okay, we are gonna hit 28. Oh no! What? We're so close. Shoot. Oh, I don't think there's anything super close that I can get kill XP from. Well, maybe up here. Let me try to kill one thing really fast. I'd love to be able to come back and train level 28 before doing this. I know I'm like wasting my own time here, but yeah, let me just see if I can kill something real quick. I thought there were like some Worgen here or something. No, there's nothing here. Okay, perfect. What about over this way? It says there's some kind of quest objectives over here. We have like 1 kill until 28. I just have to see if I can do this. Yeah, there should be ghouls over here, right? I hope they're at least green. That'd be cool if I could even get to them. Somewhere here. Oh, okay, that'll work. Yeah, that's fine. We don't need to fight any. We'll ding from Discovery XP. Yeah, Discovery XP is fine. It's probably better that way.
can I do for you? Have a good one.
All right, I'm on the way. Do we have a pug? Did we pug anybody? Yes, we must have. Oh no, we didn't. Okay. Okay, so full raid or full guild run. Perfect. Yep, we'll train level 28 as well. Maybe we get something useful. Exorcism and Shadow Resist Aura? It's kind of a weak level. Shadow Resist Aura will be good to have. Just in general. Alright, I'm gonna go train really quick and then I will be right there. Does anybody have the Color of Blood quest, and is it shareable, or should I go pick it up? I have one other. I'm not worried about having them all, but if I can get this one, that would be super easy. I don't know if anything at all drops in Stockades. Every time I do Stockades, I assume nothing drops. I just do it for the experience. Alright, there we go. Not a huge level, but it's fine. Do you guys have the quest that is shareable? Okay, cool, cool, cool. Yeah, I think my next weapon upgrade, I'm gonna have to buy it on the auction house. I saw a couple upgrades for like 5 or 6 gold. Like level 25 weapons and stuff. There's like a level 28 weapon, but it was like 20 gold or something. I'm not paying 20 gold for a weapon. We're taking the scenic route, obviously. What quest did I just run by? No idea. Yeah, no clue. It might, if you're talking about the one back in Cathedral Square, it might have been one to go visit the library. Stormwind Library. Speaking of fortitude. We'll see how that looks. Okay, let's see. Can we share the one quest? Thank you. I'll just wait inside the dungeon. I know we're still waiting. Don't get killed by the RP event? Fair, fair. Yeah, that would suck. Yeah, it's a lot of Night Elf action. It's more Night Elves than I've ever seen in one group. Murloc tacos, Johnny? That'd be a good change of pace. Have you ever thought, and remember we talked about this way back when you first made up the name, have you ever thought that the reason all the characters are getting killed is because their name is Murder Tacos and it's a joke name? Remember what we talked about joke names? And how like joke name characters for some reason are much more likely to get killed than non-joke name characters? It could be that Murder Tacos is cursed. I'm just saying. It is something to consider. Kate, happy Monday. Agent Dad, good evening to you. Thank you guys for being here. I'm doing a really good job looting everything. Society, thanks for being here. Yep, I am very much enjoying the Paladin. Absolutely. I should have been smart. I should have bought some you know what? I didn't have to buy them. I could have went to the bank. I have a bunch of potions in the bank. And if I had been smart, I would have pulled some out. I'm glad this fourth guy back there, he didn't want to get involved, I guess. He was fine just to kind of stay in the cell by himself. That's cool. I don't know, but do I need agility? Should I take agility over one strength? I'm not sure. I don't know. Well, that's it as far as like bosses go. We still have probably some people that need wool bandanas. Yeah, some of us haven't gotten many at all. Let's see if we have respawns, I guess, back at the beginning and see if we can get the quest done. But yeah, that's a clear of the run. Great job, guys. Very smooth, as always. I appreciate it. Let's see, do we have respawns anywhere? Did I miss a room? I missed a room. Oh, I did not see these guys at all. How did I walk right by these guys? Interesting. Did we clear it too fast? Is there no way to just reset the trash? Is that not possible? I grabbed a screenshot of at the beginning of the run. Yeah, I'd like us to be able to get the quest done, but that would require guys to actually spawn back in. Which they haven't done. It's a bad drop rate. Yeah. I mean, we could hang out, or we can just plan to run it again tomorrow. I don't mind either way. I don't think I got all mine either. Yeah, I have 8 out of 10, but not really a big rush, unless these guys are going to pop back into existence pretty soon. I don't know what the respawn rate is in here. It's apparently not very good. It took 2 runs for the bandanas. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, well, what happens if we run out and try to run back in? What happens then? Yep, very good job, guys. Yep, I think we can just plan to do it another time. I don't think I'll do SFK again, but I would do this again for the experience, and then we have to do BFD at some point, maybe tomorrow we can do that. But yeah, we'll plan to do this at least one more time. There we go. That is a big chunk of experience. That's awesome. This wants us to go talk to somebody. Thanks again, guys. Very, very smooth run. I appreciate it. Yeah, Alex was on his hunter. Mm-hmm. Yep, it was a full guild run. Blanzen, good afternoon. The tanking has gone really well. We tanked SFK, we just got done with Stockades, and we're still alive, so yeah, it's been a good day.
See you later. Safe travels.
To Matthias Shaw now, alright. A little bit of running around. I want to check the auction house, and I want to see if we can get something better. We probably don't have the money to yet, but I want to see what it's going to cost us and how much of an improvement it would be. How much gold do I have across all of my characters? According to Bagnon, I have about 10 gold, so not a lot. My bank alt has almost 5. Yeah, I'm probably not going to be able to afford anything right now. Let's sell all of our junk first. That'll give us a better idea of where we stand.
Can I help you?
We can also check the price of medium leather and heavy leather on the auction house, since I would very much like to know that. Is it going to be worth putting stacks up for sale? Probably not. Yeah, I mean, barely. Yeah, I guess we could put it up for 19 silver. It's not very much at all. Okay. Weapons. The Dream Slayer, level 28 weapon, 20 golds for the Dream Slayer. Yeah, that's cool and everything, but that's a little bit outside of our price range. The Looming Gavel. It's more damage, but we lose 3 strength, we gain some stamina, we gain 3 agility. That seems like maybe it's more of a rogue hammer. I mean, it could be good for us. Yeah, there's not a lot. That's it. So it's a level 26 blue for 6 gold, or a level 28 blue for 20 gold. That's kind of crazy. Can I promote you? Yeah, sure. Let me do that really quick, Johnny. There we go. Yeah, I don't know if that's worth it, guys. Do you think the level 26 is worth it? I don't have that gold on my character now, but I could get it off my bank alt. It's more top end damage, it's more DPS. We lose a little bit of strength. What do you guys think about that? Obviously, I can't ever afford this. That's way outside my price range, but we can get a Looming Gavel. And then shields we're good on. We just got the shield out of SFK. So yeah, maybe this. Yeah, nothing at level 30. If we go up to level 35, we got level 33. That's shadow resist. I don't really know about that. A random plus 1 to 10 damage. That's a little bit weird. Also very expensive. Stamina and spirit. I mean, that's kind of gross. Yeah, there's really nothing. I feel like if we grab this, we might be using it for a while. 62 top end, 19.8. 62 top end, 25. It's faster. We don't really want faster. We kind of want slower. Yeah, I could look at other weapon types. That's true. Every other weapon type is much more expensive than maces. Yeah, Jesus. No, no, thank you. 14 gold. Oh my god. Stalvin's Reaper. Yeah. This is almost okay. It's less top end damage. It's faster. Yeah, this is probably not better either. Yeah, I don't know. Nah, I think like the only thing decent. This looks like the only thing that's actually decent for us. As far as like speed, top end damage, DPS, and stats, this is as good as it gets. So yeah, let's see. The bank has it. I'll send a little bit over to the bank alt, and then if the prices haven't gone up by later, maybe I'll grab it later. I need to send money over to the bank alt anyway. I shouldn't be walking around with 4 gold on me. I'm gonna send 3 of them over to the bank alt. No, society, not really. No, not for weapons. I don't know when we're gonna do an actual dungeon that has a good weapon drop for us. It may be BFD. Like we could have like a look at Atlas loot. Let's see. Black Fathom Deeps. There's some tanking mail, I guess. Leather gloves. That's a good gloves for us. They're 10 strength 4 stamps, so we really want gloves out of BFD. Nothing here. There's an awesome staff for like any caster. That's really amazing. A back piece, a dagger, a 2-handed sword. No. And then after BFD, I have no idea. I don't really want to do Nomergon. Unless there's like something in here that's really good. Those are okay. I don't want any of that. Main hand sword is okay. It's okay. 2-hand mace would be cool if we were doing a 2-hand build, but we're not. Yeah, there's really nothing. Like, there's really nothing, unfortunately. We have to get all the way into like Scarlet Monastery. There's probably nothing in there either. 2-handed axe. Yeah, there's nothing. For one-handed weapons, apparently we are looking at the auction house and like only the auction house. Everything's 2-handed. Yeah, everything is 2-handed. And that's it. Here, Hand of Righteousness. No, not really. No. You know, maybe if we have nothing else. If we have nothing else, the damage is good on it. 8 Spirit is kind of useless. Increased healing done is kind of useless. No, there's nothing for us. We will never get a one-handed weapon from a boss. Let's just put it that way. So yeah, we need to focus on what we can buy from the auction house, because we're never gonna get one from a boss. Apparently, that's what we just learned. We just learned there are no good one-handed weapons for tanks from bosses. So that's pretty obvious now. I'm gonna send 3 over to the bank alt. Boom. There we go. Alright. Let's see. Yep, there we go. Alright guys, it's been an awesome time. I've really had a lot of fun doing 2 dungeons in one day. Has been really amazing. So thank you guys for being here for it. I have to take a break here. I have a hard stop coming up at 3 o'clock, so this seems like a good place to take a break for today. We will be back on tomorrow around the noon time, Eastern Standard Time for me. And I hope to see you guys then. Thank you so much for all of your support. As always, take care of yourselves out in the real world and take care of each other. And we will see you back in Azeroth again very soon. Bye for now.